Hello, everyone. Welcome back to LFC Down Under, where you get all the latest Liverpool content from Down Under in Sydney, Australia. I'm your host, Jeremy Walker, and thank you for joining me on the show today as we are previewing Liverpool against Arsenal in the EFL Cup round of 16. It's another game at Anfield. We saw the sides meet a few days ago in the Premier League, where Liverpool dominantly won 3-1 with goals from Diogo Jota and who else was it? It was Sadio Mane and Andrew Robertson, with Lacazette getting the goal for Arsenal at the start. But yeah, focus turns to the League Cup, which I think that many teams in the Premier League who quite often disregard the competition will be looking to take it seriously this season. I say that because I think that it's always a good trophy for managers and players to add to their cabinets, and also this season the League Cup. If games go to extra, if games end at nil if it's a draw at full time, I should say, games don't go to extra time. So there's that, players aren't playing that extra half an hour, that sort of sports science aspect of the game. Players will not have to overexpend themselves in extra time. So they'll be a bit fresher for the Premier League games, more important games coming up. So games will go straight to penalties. And with the semi-finals, there's not going to be two legs this season like there normally is. So again, less games to get to the final as well. So it's a reason why I think managers will be, looking to get further in this competition this season. Also, managers such as Carlo Ancelotti for Everton, they'll be looking to get their first trophy for their club, and that's something Ancelotti will definitely be after with them. We've always seen Jose Mourinho love to win the League Cup. We've seen when he's going for the title with Chelsea in the past that he likes to sort of add that cherry on top in terms of your League Cups and your FA Cups alongside that league title. So I'm hoping it's something that Liverpool can do this season, and I think we have the squad to do it. Our squad is massive right now. We almost have too many players. So I think that if we don't progress in the League Cup, then I think we'll have to offload a couple more players just because we won't be able to provide our fringe players with that much needed game time that they need and deserve, quite frankly. So um, yeah, we'll just quickly go. Last time out against Lincoln City, we won 7-2, and I'll just pull up the lineup here. Um, Here we go. We had Adrian in goal, Reece Williams, Nico Williams, Van Dijk, Tsimikas, midfield of Curtis Jones, Marco Grujic, Shaqiri, and the front three was Harvey Elliott, Minamino, and Divock Origi. Now, I think we'll do something similar against Arsenal this time around, but I think we'll go for a bit more of an experienced side mixed with a bit of the youngsters. So this is what I think we should do. I don't know if Klopp will do this, but I've gone for Adrian in goal, Nico Williams at right back. I think he comes back into the side, despite getting some undeserved stick after the Lincoln City game. He had to black out his social media accounts, or he had to black out his social media after the game because he was getting so much abuse, which is completely uncalled for such a young player, especially as well. And he didn't even play that badly, and we won 7-2. So didn't see the need for him getting so much stick, but I think he gets another chance from Klopp. Reece Williams, I put alongside Joe Gomez. Reece Williams looked comfortable on the ball against Lincoln, looked solid defensively as well. A young player that I think may get some more game time, and alongside Joe Gomez, he should be comfortable as well. So Gomez comes back. He played in the Premier League against Arsenal. I think he'll get a bit more game time as well. Maybe he'll sub off at halftime for Fabinho or Virgil van Dijk, something similar to what we saw against Lincoln City, where Virgil plays the first half, Fabinho plays the second half. Maybe something like that again. Tsimikas at left back, he played last season against Arsenal in over two legs in the Europa League, and he's going to have that experience against playing against Arsenal. So I think that it makes sense for him to come in for this game as well. Curtis Jones in midfield, playing so brightly at the moment. He looks so good on the ball, comfortable. He dictated play against Lincoln City last time out, so I think he definitely starts once again. He's sort of pushing for a place in that first team Liverpool squad as well, so this will be one of those games where he gets that experience and a bit more game time under his legs. James Milner, I would like to see come into this game as that experienced head to the squad, and he'll be able to captain the side and bark orders around to everyone as well. It'll be good for those young players to play alongside him and learn from him, and yeah, just adds a bit more stability to our team and to our midfield against a bit higher opposition in the League Cup against Arsenal. So Shaqiri as well, I think, may drop back into that midfield position, play alongside Milner and Curtis Jones. A bit out of favour recently with Klopp, and he's picked up a few injuries, but I think he's one of those players that absolutely needs game time, just because he's such a high quality player, and if he's not getting game time, we're going to have to move him on. We don't want to pay his wages for him to do nothing. So I think he has to start, and in midfield as well. He's not a traditional midfielder, but he's good on the ball. He's quick, plays some good touches, good 1-2s, and he's very agile. So, and he has lots of energy as well. So I think he provides a good option in midfield for us. Front three, I've gone for Harvey Elliott, Takumi Minamino, and Diogo Jota. I'd like to see a bit more of Jota, get a bit more game time under his legs as well. Integrating him into our system, it'll be good for him to play this game. Minamino, I think, starts at centre forward. Divock Origi drops out just because I think Minamino's shown more at the start of the season than Divock Origi has. So I think that he starts over Origi, and then Harvey Elliott. Although maybe we want to go for a bit more experience in the side, playing a higher caliber of opposition in Arsenal, over Lincoln City. We may see, the likes of Harry Wilson start, although Harry Wilson is, I believe, looking to be moved on by the club. So, I wouldn't mind seeing a bit of Harvey Elliott against, good opposition, and players tend to lift their game when they play higher caliber opposition. So it'll be a good test for Harvey Elliott, I reckon, if he starts, and if he's playing with the likes of James Milner and Minamino around him as well, he's going to have the opportunity to play well with players that know our system already. And on the counter attack against Arsenal, we'll have a bit of the ball as well. It'll be a relatively open game, I would imagine. So it'd be good to see what he does in that sort of environment. So that's what I think we'll start with. We've also got, let's just bring up the players. Sepp Vandenberg may start as well at centre back. We may see him sort of rotate these games if we progress far in the competition with the likes of Reece Williams. Marco Grujic started against Lincoln City. Maybe we'll see him again, although I believe he was being looked to be moved on by the club as well. So who knows if he could start. But if we're looking for more of an experienced side, I think that I'd rather him sit on the bench and maybe come on later to influence the game. And yeah, Harry Wilson I mentioned before, and Divock Origi, who hasn't necessarily been in the greatest form at the start of the season, and I think he'll have to start on the bench. Who knows if Klopp will do something different? That's just my opinion. Obviously, Klopp and the coaching staff will know best. But we'll move on to what I think Arsenal will do. I'll just pull up what they did against Leicester in the League Cup. They had Bernd Leno in goal, back three with Rob Holding, David Luiz, and Kolasinac. They had a midfield four, Bakary Saka on the left, Maitland-Niles on the right, El Neni and Willock in midfield, and then the front three of Nicola Pepe and Ketia and Reece Nelson. So again, not the most experienced of sides against Liverpool. I had Gabriel on the bench, who I think will start against us. I think that he needs more game time and needs to get used to the Arsenal system. So perfect for them to drop him in the League Cup. And the Arsenal bench against Liverpool's Gabriel, Saka, Ceballos, Brunison, Pepe, and Ketia, and Kolasinac. So I think we'll also see some of those players feature in the League Cup game. I think that Kolasinac has the chance of starting as well. So if you have a back three Arsenal of say, including Kolasinac and Gabriel, it's going to be tough for the Liverpool youngsters to work around that, and it'll be not. It'll be tough, but it won't be like playing say Chelsea's first team back four, or maybe Man City's first team back four, or even Liverpool's own first team back four. But it'll still be a good test for our youngsters and the likes of Harvey Elliott and Minamino to work around that relatively experienced Arsenal defence. It'll be a good test for us, and honestly, I hope we progress just so that we can see more of our youngsters, more of our fringe players in our squad get some more game time. In terms of a score prediction, it's always tough to predict the League Cup matches, to be honest, just because they can be so unpredictable. But last season, we saw the 5-5 draw between these two sides and some absolute quality goals from the likes of Divock Origi, Oxlade-Chamberlain, and I think Willock scored, from 35 yards out as well. And I think we won't see quite a 5-5. I'm going to go for a 3-2 Liverpool's way. I definitely think we're conceding in this match, but I think we will score as well. and hopefully we come away with the win. I'm going to go 3-2 to the Reds, and I think it will be close though, and it'll be Arsenal's youngsters mixed with a bit of experience against Liverpool's youngsters mixed with a bit of more experience. So it'll be an interesting game. Hopefully an entertaining game, as these League Cup games um, can be. We saw Liverpool score 7 goals last time out, although obviously against Lincoln City, weaker opposition. But these games can be or can tend to be high scoring. So hopefully we'll see that again. Bit of entertainment and hopefully a Liverpool win. But yeah, we'll just move on to my next talking point. Sorry, I was just getting that up quickly. We've gone through the lineup, gone through a bit of predictions as well there. And yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. Liverpool obviously playing Aston Villa after this game on the weekend, so maybe we'll see. We don't play a few of our experienced players in this game. Maybe Joe Gomez doesn't start. Maybe Virgil van Dijk doesn't play, just because we want to be getting off to the brightest possible start in the league campaign. We know just how important it is to get the points on the board early in the Premier League. So maybe that is that option. We stick with the youngsters for this game, and maybe we do end up losing this game just to sacrifice, a few more players to be fit and ready for the game against Aston Villa on the weekend. But I would like to see Liverpool go far in this competition in the likes of the FA Cup, just because we haven't seen Liverpool win this type of trophy in a while. The last time out was in 2012 under Sir Kenny Dalglish when we beat Cardiff in the final on penalties as well. So yeah, hopefully Liverpool do go far this season in in this League Cup competition, as I mentioned. Um, and yeah, hopefully entertaining game as I mentioned before. And just yeah, it's a 4:45 kickoff in Sydney for us. So I'll be up and watching it, and hopefully I'll give you guys some reaction after the game as well. And we'll give you some build up to the Aston Villa game on the weekend as well. But I was just thinking if there's anything else I missed. Potentially, people were talking about um, having Nico Williams start at left back and maybe Trent come in at right back. Which, again, add that more experience to the side just because we want to be beating Arsenal. So I don't quite think that will happen. I think Tsimikas will have to start this game and get some minutes under his belt. And if we're playing Villa on the weekend, we probably want to rest Trent as well. Um, but other than that, I think Klopp will put a decently strong side out, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a few experienced faces in the side either. So Thiago can't start the game. I'm sure everyone's heard that he's been, he's got the coronavirus now, so he'll be self-isolating for 2 weeks, and we won't see him for at least 2 or 3 weeks in the Liverpool side. People were talking about, him being injured before the Arsenal match in the Premier League. I think, obviously that was just due to the coronavirus, and uh, people were speculating that we were saying, he's got a slight injury, slight niggle, so that he won't go off on international duty with Spain, which is, I wasn't too far off from believing that, but I don't think Liverpool would do that under Klopp. Klopp's a very honest manager, honest person, so I don't think he would necessarily do that, and lie about a Thiago injury. But it's a very champion-like thing to do, a very title-winning team thing like to do, so that your players don't go off and get injured at international duty. We saw teams like Manchester United do that under Alex Ferguson, where they would sort of say, this player's injured, has a little injury worry, so they don't go off on international duty and get injured. So yeah, just looking forward to the match. Liverpool's matches have been entertaining so far this season. We've been in great red hot form, and yeah, we hopefully are hopefully are going to watch Liverpool beat the Gunners again in the League Cup for the second time around this season. So uh, yeah, Champions League draw will also be happening this week as well. So I'll give you some reaction to that and build up, as I mentioned before, to Aston Villa on the weekend too, and hopefully some post-match reaction to the League Cup fixture as well. So stay tuned for more to come on the channel. Please like, subscribe, and give us a comment down below how you think Liverpool will line up, how you think Liverpool will go against Arsenal, and yeah, check us out on Apple Podcasts and Spotify as well. I'll be uploading to those platforms too. So share us around with your friends, with your mates, and please help me to grow this channel, and hopefully we'll be big in no time and give you some more great Liverpool content in the future. So thanks everyone for joining me. If you made it this far, thank you very much, and I'll catch you guys in videos to come. See ya.